2 titles now in this weight class. Fights will come to you, but in your mind, I know you want to fight the best guys, but who do you want to fight in your next fight?
To be honest, I'm not sure. You know, his father said no rematch. Danny might want a rematch. Fans might want a rematch. Who knows, man? There's a lot out there, but real talk, real negotiations. I have no clue, man. I want to keep giving you guys some great fights, right? I mean, I produced 2 back-to-back. Those who really are in the sport of boxing knows that there was an opportunity for me to take a mandatory that we did not have to really address at the end of the day, And another reason why was because that's not the fight that I wanted. I can't say what I want right now because I got what I want. So right now I'm gonna sit back, reflect, and I will be stepping back in the ring sometime later on this year. I'm not gonna do the whole 1-fight performance. We didn't have, it's unnecessary, but we're gonna have to see what manifests. There might be some form of a rematch fight. There might be some form of a stay busy fight, and then there might be a great fight in the near future because the welterweight division is a great division, and the motto stays the same. I got to owe. I'm not afraid to let it go. If you can beat me, beat me.
Okay, speaking of great fights, Kell Brook is going to fight Errol Spence. Would that be a fight that interests you, the winner of that, and then the next fight they would fight you?
Of course, that's a great fight, and fighting the winner is important. But when will it manifest? I don't know. How eager of the manifestation? I don't know. Do I want to see 3 world titles strapped around me? Of course I do. Do I want to see 3 world titles strapped around any one of the welterweights in the welterweight division? Yes, I do. Why? Because Keith one-time Thurman is not just a boxer, but a boxing fan. And the world of boxing deserves history. We live a life to make history. Countries, nations. I mean, Trump is president, people. Come on. History, okay? History. Barack got in office, 2 terms. History, all right? So it's been a long time since we've seen an undisputed champion in the welterweight division, right? It will manifest. I just can't promise you guys a win right here, right now on this podium today.
Keith, congratulations. We appreciate the historic perspective also. Looking back at the round 1 and 2, they were so different. Round 1 you seemed to jump on him and you were offensive and seemed to hurt him quite bad, what it looked like. And round 2, you took a totally different approach by moving back. Can you just talk us through what happened and what was going through your mind between those two, that switch?
Testing the waters, man. I mean, it's my job. It's my job, I mean, and when I show up, I'm the boss. Nobody gets to tell the boss, exactly what to do. Luckily, I got a great advisor, Dan Birmingham, right? But it's my fight, baby. It's my fight, And eventually, I wanted to show him, I wanted to do what Ben Getty always told me to do when we fought in the amateurs. Reflecting on this fight, I told myself, this is a national tournament. You and Danny used to compete all the time. In, 1 weight class away from each other. You never got to be in the ring with him. He was a national champion. You were a national champion. He was a world champion. You're a world champion. I mean, this is boxing. And this is world-class American fighters going toe-to-toe. And, not only did I want to show him the power right away. That's what Ben used to say. Go out there and show them your power, boy. That way they know what they're dealing with. That way we get to test their heart. We get to see how eager they are to step up to the challenge of facing one-time Keith Thurman. Outside of that, Dan Birmingham, St. Pete Boxing, legendary Winky Wright. Winky was at the fight. He comes out, he shows me a lot of love. Every single time, even if he's not at the fight, he'll send me a message. And it's one simple line he says all the time. Do you and have fun. We had fun tonight. That's what it was all about.
Keith. Now, we noticed, it was a chess match much of the fight, but it seemed like in the last minute, sometimes Danny would try to, do like a Sugar Ray Leonard and steal the round with a little flurry, to which you responded coming right back. Is that something you did specifically for this fight, or is that just your mentality as a fighter? If a guy hits you 2-3 times, you got to get him back or more.
It's competitive. I don't know exactly what the judges are thinking. And of course I don't want him to be able to steal the round. If he's trying to steal the round, I want to steal the round. You know what I mean? It's a fight, And I wanted to see, how much energy he had, what his strength and conditioning was like. And, he was ready. Sean Porter was ready. And Keith Thurman showed up tonight, ready.
Keith, he said he wasn't hurt in the first round. What is your response to that?
I don't care. Who cares?
I have a question for Dan. Birmingham. Dan, how would you assess Keith's performance tonight?
I'd give him an A+. I'd give him an A+.
All right, this is the last question. Here.
Last question.
Keith, how hurt did you think he was in the first round, and did you think you were going to be able to stop him?
I thought we definitely opened up his eyes really quick. I felt like there was an ability, but the extra punches weren't being landed. He was doing a lot of pulling back. He was taking a little bit off of some things, but I startled him. I came out a little aggressive, maybe more aggressive. It's easy to shock a fighter off bat because they don't understand your speed. They don't understand your power. They don't understand how to time you just yet, And I think that's how I was able to get Danny Garcia in the first round.
That's it, bro.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.